This is a question for both of you. Why NDC?
NBC is an enabler. Now, we talked about creating personalization. We talked about creating the differentiation. We needed a platform, and NDC is a technology that is going to enable all of this together. The aim and ambition is very simple. We want to bring a seamless experience, omni-channel, for the customer to select and choose from a content which does not need modifications for every single channel. A content which is seamless, a content which is comprehensive, a content which can be personalized and differentiated. And NBC takes marks on all these aspects. It's definitely when a lot of apprehensions come in. It's a human nature when we see something new, we try and resist it, and this is what we've seen. Good thing about NBC versus e-ticket. E-tickets took 14 years, and it was first 6 years of resistance with the e-tickets where people said it's not going to work, right? For NBC, the resistance was 2 years, and then people started coming on board, and the progress is much faster. Today, as we speak, almost 75 airlines, along with a number of travel providers and travel agents, are doing initiatives onto the NBC platform. So, which is what is the way to future. So if we have to move from the journey which was a paper ticket to no ticket, a kind of a multiple channel strategy to an omni-channel strategy, from a multiple invoicing to no invoicing, then NBC is an enabler for that.
For me, Abdul, I think we need to stop calling it NDC and call it something else, because when NDC was launched initially, it was more of airlines saying, hey, take my direct content, blah, blah, blah. We want nobody in between us. If you want this, this is what it is. Our understanding of NDC as a TMC is omni-channel experience. Yes, we love that, because if our customer is seeing something on the website and coming to us, and we are going through 5 different steps to say something to him, totally get it. And I totally agree. Will it help me get more robust personal offers to my corporate or to my clients? Absolutely, they're bang on for that. Do I get to know the content and the speed to market on what an airline is investing in its product? What's there? Will it suit my customer? Is it the right choices that I'm making? With your next generation storefronts and stuff like that, it will help me aggregate all the content and present that rightly. Absolutely amazing stuff. But the airlines have been having totally different strategy. If you see the US carriers, entirely different strategy in NBC. If you see the European carriers, it's more the stick that is there, which we don't like sticks. It's about collaboration that is there. If you look at the Far East for Singapore Airlines working with you guys, they're changing their entire structure, the commercial management structure on how to address NBC. The changing landscape of distribution as such. We're very much, we are for the approach that SQ kind of took, and even I was at the customer advisory board in Dallas, and when Delta and American and United spoke about it, it was more about showcase my products, that's my frustration, rather than what channel you're using. And we get that. Okay, so, but there are so many other considerations that need to be taken. What about our mid office? What about our back office? How do we service those clients? These are all not just considered, and when it's just pushed down our throats, we don't like that. Understand that, and we are more than happy to be collaborative about it, because like I said earlier, we won't realize that the distribution landscapes change, and even for the TMC, which is the hardest, that if we do not innovate and change ourselves to service the generation of clients that are coming into the market, we are not going to be relevant, and which is what TMCs did, and that's how OTAs grew so much, because the TMCs did not get up in time to kind of address that need, and we are aware of that, and we don't want to go on that other curve. But there are so many other, for a corporate travel, duty of care, the data that we need to hand over, so many other things. Let's talk about it rather than just being pushed that you need to take this in this way or you're not going to get it at all. That is the part that is my disagreement on. NDC brings in these memories for me.
Yeah, I've been kind of using this term before to that point on, and there's a topic here, but I think you've already brought it up, but we can expand on it a little bit more. Fake NDC versus real NDC.
Yeah.
And I think what you talked about for some of the experiences, which maybe different when you went to the customer advisory board. So airlines like SQ, airlines like Delta, and United American were talking about kind of a real problem that they wanted to solve versus a stick.
Yeah, and we get it. And that is the key part that we would like to discuss about, because we need to remember the TMC space is not a high margin space, like you said earlier, it's a low margin space. When a certain model affects our financial balance sheets on how it's important for the airlines to come, sit and talk to us. Here you go. This is a bit here, but this is what you can do with our ancillaries. This is what you can do with personalized offers. Those kind of conversations also need to happen because it's an education from both sides. And I think at least I'm not as frustrated as I was a year back, because at least now there are the airlines, and thanks to companies such as yourselves who are bringing everybody together to say, come on, let's talk about it all together and see what are the pain points and let's address them one by one. But that's the key part that I'd like to highlight, at least, that it's nowhere where it needs to be, but of course there's a lot of collaborative approach compared to what it was a year back, and I hope IATA kind of moves its backside also and starts taking decisions a little better on those enhancements that need to be done. Yeah.
As it relates to NBC.
If we look at the Gulf carriers as such, I think at least I can talk about a couple who we do a lot of business with. It has been a wait and watch. Let's see how the market evolves.
Yeah.
There were certain airlines which started very early, but we did not see them kind of pushing that 2 years back, and certain airlines said we are ready, and we didn't see any of that coming into our workflows or engaging with us. But we see a few other airlines trying to push NDC content through direct API, which is a challenge for us, because from an end consumer perspective, a lot of aggregators coming in to plug in everything in services, which does not work in the establishment. So there's a lot of changes happening, but I think from a supplier perspective, where 80 to 90% of our businesses, I think they're all still on that rate and let's see what's happening.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think before coming here, I was in Singapore. That really nobody was buying, and from our data, we would see that the bottom 1% of fares that barely even touch our system was what they were testing the water with. But now you see that SQ's made, So Dino, maybe speak a little bit about Saber's vision as it relates to NDC.
Yeah. So let me just start by saying that conversation I've heard so many times, and we're in the middle of it, trying to figure out how do we help enable some of those thoughts, because the whole thing with NDC, the end game is not well defined. It's a journey, right? And who knows how long this is really going to take with the current distribution models that we have, the technology platforms that are in place. It's going to take a while. So from a Saber perspective, we're working with our airline partners, our agency partners, corporations and travelers, right? We've got to look at that whole ecosystem and figure out how we're going to enable that world to NDC, right? So we are working with those partners through our Beyond NDC program. You mentioned it, there's some, I can't remember, we had it on the slide there. So you saw the list of agencies, airlines, etc. that we're working with. So, and that's the way we see our way of solving the problem, right? So, a good example, you mentioned United Airlines. So this year, we've started really delivering on our vision of NDC, and the first sign of that was how we actually launched our first set of APIs in partnership with United Airlines. So they're now delivering live NDC content for all their flights globally, and that's started. And then we start to see the impacts on the various models, how it's working, and then that evolves. So it's going to be an evolution and a journey to get to an end state.